2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at Oakmont Country Club for the finale of this year's U.S. Open, where a winner will be crowned. Our final round coverage starts right now. Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Catalan, alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem. Luke Elvey with us as well, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, this week Oakmont Country Club welcomes the 125th U.S. Open. What can the players expect from this layout?
Andrew, I've said this to many people before, but Oakmont Country Club is the one golf course in the United States, probably the world, that I would actually pay good money not to have to play again. I've competed in one U.S. Open here, and it was so brutal, I thought, I can't handle this. And I couldn't handle a lot of U.S. Opens, but this could be it. They actually slow the greens down from normal play. They slow them down. That's how much of a test this is. I have to say, it is beautiful now that they had all the trees removed for the most part. But when you have par threes that are 303 yards, no thank you. I'll take a pass.
All right, we can work with that. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Oh, how about it? This has got a chance. And it goes in. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
An opportunity to make birdie. Henny, what is he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Do we think that one will stay on the green? This is a 6-footer. Talk about limiting the damage. What a clutch putt.
Absolutely. In the bunker off the tee, getting that one, that is a Brucey bonus.
The tee shot at 3.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
This shot is about 170 yards.
One extra club required to this elevated green. This has got to go.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Time now for the 4th shot. Those are the shots you practice over and over at the range. That's a bogey on the scorecard, and now the lead is trimmed. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. Let's check out the par 5 4th.
Dog leg from left to right. Again, the church pews down the left-hand side, but a little more room off the tee shot for these players. Second shot is a blind shot as the green and the distance is tucked all the way over on the right and falls down. So players that are going for it at 2 cannot see the green. If you lay it up to the top of the hill, you're going to have a wonderful third shot down the hill. Should be easy to get it close.
And from the bunker. This has a chance to go in. Tap in birdies. What a beautiful sight. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the 5th.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway, short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
Is why we think this player is going to be world class. To produce that against Max Homa, wow, wow, wow.
Well, what a start. This is impressive.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. The 6 here at Oakmont is a beautiful par 3, playing back up the hill.
Mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2-putt and get out of there.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
From the get-go, this is a big left to right breaker.
Ooh, this is on a good line. This one's got some momentum to it.
Oh, no!
And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Now this putt for birdie. All right, Henny, what do you see here?
35 foot from the hole. Okay, good start. At the junction, it's going to indicate right.
A 3-foot putt. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. We've made our way to a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
A lot to like about that one. This putt to move to 3 under par. Henny, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
This is looking good early.
Ooh, this is tasty. You rotten thing.
All right, that one is behind us. And as we head to the next hole, our featured player is up by 1. We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
lot of ground to cover with this putt. This putt's looking good. Tracking nicely.
Yeah!
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here, it kicks hard to the right. You get it past it though, now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
Looks good.
That looked good for a while. And just a tap in left for par. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead.
And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way of the tee.
If you can, you want to favor the left-hand side of this fairway as it's the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you can make out most of the green, not all of it, as the screen runs pretty good from left to right and back to front. Still difficult to judge the amount of spin you can put on that second shot if you're trying to get it close.
Four left.
This putt is from a long distance. Oh, has given that one a bit of a wide berth.
No harm done. Nestled it up close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Leading by a couple after that hole. The expression big boy par 5 gets used a fair bit in golf, but this one is definitely that at Oakmont, the 12 hole.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out, because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. The 13th is a cool par 3 that works its way back up the hill.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
John, what's the line on this putt?
Well, this one's going to break pretty hard to the left.
That's a lovely looking stroke. Putting for par. And well holed. Let's move on. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 14th at Oakmont, Rich, has certainly evolved over the years.
It has, and not by design, but how players attack this hole. Conventional wisdom, take out long iron, find the center of the fairway, and wedge it on for your second. Give yourself a birdie opportunity. These days, though, the power hitters taking driver out, taking their chances, finding one of those many, many bunkers and getting it up and down from there. Either way you shake it, this is still a challenging par 4.
Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Trying to get to 6 under with this putt. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
This putt looks to be 33 feet to the cup.
This is a good stroke. It's on a very good line.
Looking magnificent.
And just to finish off the par. That putt goes in, and just a few holes left to play. Our featured player is 5 under.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Another good shot from our leader. 8 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
Come on. A short one left for par. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Now to 17, a par 4.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss this green out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
Staring down a very long putt here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
John, give us a read on this putt.
Well, Andrew, it's going to go uphill and to the left. Let's see what happens.
A par putt coming up. Okay, moving on to the next. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. We finish on 18 with a par 4.
Ditch all the way down the left-hand side of this fairway. You want to avoid that bunker on the right at all costs. From there, from the fairway, your second shot goes straight back up the hill to a 2-tiered green. When the pin is in the back, you cannot afford to miss this long. This is uniquely designed green, once again, almost in the shape of a square. This hole right here epitomizes the U.S. Open and all it is. It is just difficult and fair all in one.
This would be an incredible way to close out the round with the clubhouse lead. This starts on a really good line. Getting better. It's got a chance. Yes!
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Well, Rich, you're one of the few who can relate to this player right now and what they're feeling winning their first major on the PGA Tour.
Andrew, I have to say, it's mind-blowing how everything changes in the span of seconds after you hole out that putt. Whirlwind, everything going on. I remember sitting there speaking to Scott Van Pelt when he was with ESPN and just giggling like, I won this thing, really? It was surreal.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.